So when you see these gangsters, you know, and we ain't just talking about Big U now, but when you see these gangsters and you looking at these different podcasts and they on there talking about how many bodies they got and how much money they got.
Bruh.
I mean, what you be thinking?
That's what I'm talking about right now.
What you be thinking?
They be talking about that. They be openly, publicly saying this is what they doing, rapping about it, putting it in their songs. Yeah, we just sprayed up such and such mama house. And I'm like, whoa. What are y'all doing, man? Like, y'all disrespecting the whole game. Like, our whole thing when we was getting money was low key.
Right.
No, we don't want nobody to know how we move it. And then, you know, every now and then you might catch me with a couple of pieces of jury or something like that.
Right.
But I didn't even do the jury stuff and all that.
Yeah, right.
You know, I had my little whips, you know.
Yeah.
About 5 cars.
Yeah.
But they gonna be stabbed away. I ain't not flexing flying with them, you know.
Right.
And doing a whole lot to them, you know. I wasn't really out putting rims. I wasn't really in that. But I have $50,000, $100,000 car back then. But,
right.
You know, but it be conservative.
Yeah.
You know. Because I wasn't that guy to be trying to flashy.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be flashy. And that's what we didn't do. So everything about surviving back then was low key. That's why I lived there. I was like they called me the last Mohican. That's what they called me. They said, boy, you like one of the last Mohicans that I got picked up. Ooh. Because I stayed so low key. You know what I'm saying? While they was out there buying Ferraris and doing all that, I'm like, bro, what are y'all? Get away from me.
Yeah. Right.
Don't even come around me with that car, bro.
Right.
Do not come around me with that car. Like, that's how I used to be with them. You know what I'm saying? I be like, bro, I got way more money than y'all. I know y'all got a little money, y'all a couple million or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I was multi. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing it. But how do you think I got there? Being low key. You know what I'm saying? Not taking my money going to buy a Ferrari and all that. You know, I could have, you know, I wake up in the morning to go buy a car, but it's gonna be some conservative, you know. But no, them dudes was stunning hard, and when I seen a dude moving like that and too flashy, I removed myself away from him.
Me and Wick was talking earlier, because I thought you was going to hit him with this one, because this was a good-ass question you had, Wick. After doing your bid, D, what was it that kept you from going back into the game, and what would be the mindset of somebody after doing that much time, saying, you know what, I'm about to risk it all again?
To answer your first question.
Good one.
To answer your first question. When I was in there, I made my decision that I wasn't going back out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the first thing, because when I'm in there, I'm learning how it goes. I'm seeing wasn't nobody really standing up no more. I'm like, man, these dudes would tell. I'm like, wasn't no more honor and codes. That stuff was gone. It was like, so when I'm in there and I'm hearing everybody cases and how everybody getting off, and see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. People don't know how it really works. So, you know, they be on the internet trolling and stuff, but they don't understand that when you get in that system, you in there around everybody. So you know kind of what's going on, and you hear the stories. This dude told him that person. This dude telling. And for me, it was just like, everybody kind of told in their own way. Even the guy that probably think they wasn't telling told. Because if you kind of hear the stories, you be like, you kind of told, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so for me, the stories, bro, and learning how everything went and where it was going. I seen where it was going, because it was a time, like, it was cold. Didn't nobody say nothing. Dude would go sit down, do their time, come back home, and, you know, be right back in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, guys would get jumped right back in the street back in them days, because when nobody telling. So it's like, I'm gonna knock the little bid out, man. Y'all just have me straight when I come home. And then you come home, you give him a bag, boom, this, and jump right back in. These days, ain't no such thing, because it's like, they telling. So it's like, bro, what are we doing right now? Like, 9 out of 10, if you're doing something, they're gonna tell on you. Somebody gonna tell on you.
Right.
Somebody's gonna tell on you. Somebody's gonna be like, they trying to get back to their family.
Yeah.
So knowing that, why do these guys come back out now? Knowing what you just said, like behind ask you the second part of the question. You know the cameras out here, you know the bloggers out here, you know everybody telling. What to make nigga come out right now and still do that same shit, knowing you gonna get caught and get told on.
Crazy. And yeah, balls. You got balls, gotta have balls. You know what I'm saying? Because to come back out there and then just went through what you went through, you know what I'm saying? Which you go through something when you in the feds. And I'm speaking feds. I'm not talking nothing about no state, nothing. Feds have a whole system and an operation, bro, that the state don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? So when you've been through that the federal system, bro, you learn something. That's a school. Like, you really learn something. So for you to jump back out there and kind of do the same thing after you just know what just happened, that's what I said. You just crazy. Like, that's all the way I can look at it. Like, for me, it was easy. It was like, bro, you couldn't pay me. Everybody know it. Ask anybody. My guys respect me so much. They don't talk about it around me, nothing. They have enough respect for me to know that D don't even talk about that around him.
Yeah, I know.
They said, that dude, you know.
Yeah.
They be like, they got enough respect for me. Be like, that dude said, when he came home, he was like, man, let me tell y'all something, man. I told him now. Just out of respect, I came home and told everybody. You know that.
Yeah.
I came home and told everybody, bruh, it ain't worth it. I said, man, it wasn't 1 month that went by that I ain't say, that I just sat around and looked around and was like, this play for suckers. This play for suckers. That was my favorite saying. That's what I used to say, because it would just hit me sometimes.
Yeah.
This for suckers, man. And here I am just sitting here doing all the time. I'm stuck. Ain't nothing I can do. I'm stuck. I know I still got all these years ahead of me. And when nothing I can do, bruh. And it's like, I was stuck. So I'm just like, it's for suckers, man. I'm not, you couldn't pay me to come back in here. You know what I mean? So everybody respected that when I came home. Everybody was just like, man, D ain't going back, man. D. Don't even bring that around me, bro. Whatever you got going on, y'all, I know, keep that around. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that go back to doing it, it's almost because they got to. They don't know nothing else. So that was the other part I was going to tell y'all. It's almost like they don't know nothing else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Coming home, working a job, and you used to being a millionaire, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, and then to come home and work a regular job, it's not gonna work, man. Like, cause it's a mentality you used to having. And everybody else used to you having. So everybody around you used to you having. Yeah. Your girls, your family, everybody. So they used to you being that guy. So it's like a pressure thing. Like, it's almost like pressure. You think I'm gonna come home and do right, but then the pressure, everything around you is always used to you. You know what I'm saying? Being the guy. You know, and that's kind of how a lot of guys just kind of end up back in there. They just can't work like a regular 9 to 5. Like, they can't live off that. Like, because it's a mentality. Once you used to living a certain type of way, that's how you are. So some guys just take the chance. That's what I said. That's where the balls thing come in at. Yeah. You get balls and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I gotta go back and get it. I gotta go and get it.
How long has it been since you've been free, though, D?
Man, it's 2004. What year? It's 20 years. Last year was my anniversary, 20-year anniversary. I ain't had a ticket, bro. I ain't had a ticket.
When you look back over your life, man, how does that time locked down stand out in your memory? Being free for these last 20 and the time before being locked up.
I forgot about being locked up. I forgot about being locked up because for me, you know what I'm saying, it's like that's a part of my life that I don't even want to remember.
Yeah, you want to forget it. Yeah.
I don't even remember that, man. So it's like I'm so far removed from it, you know what I'm saying, that but it's just other situations, you know what I'm saying, that and I'm kind of intrigued about kind of what's going on right now. Yeah. And how all these guys getting locked up and doing stupid stuff, and I be like, y'all know that was preventable, right? Right. Like, you could have prevented that. Like, y'all brought that on yourself type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just, I'm intrigued by that because I'm like, bro, we wouldn't have never did that back then. Or we wouldn't have never moved like that or did. You know what I mean? And so for me, it's just like, looking back, like, I don't have to worry about going back no more because I ain't doing it. But I'm intrigued with the guys that's moving around right now and how they moving, man. It's blowing me away, man. And
how you think it's gonna play out for Lil Durk out there?
Oh, it's over with. It's over with.
Why you say that, dude?
It's over with. Ain't no thug thing.
What you mean?
And then thug in the state. So once again, like I told y'all, state is different than the feds.
Durk is the fed?
Dirk is fed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dirk fed. Yeah, because he crossed all kind of state line with that. Them folk come from Chicago here, what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They went and did that Dirk. But yeah, Dirk fed. So that's first of all, you dealing with the feds, and I'm just like, oh, he got a murder charge with the feds, man. You in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
You got a murder charge with the feds, man. You are in trouble, bro. You ain't telling nobody. You ain't got nobody to tell on nothing like that. And like the guys that telling on him.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching that case too. I'm like, everybody done flipped on him. He ain't got nobody to tell on now. Everybody flipped on him. And with the feds, the saying always was, who get there first? About the person that get there first. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you mess around, be the last guy, you ain't gonna take the hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the other guys already done put in their little, they already came in and sat down with the people and told them what they wanted to hear. So you stuck. It like, and everybody pointed at you. So everybody done sat down with him and talked. They point at him.
Right.
He stuck. Who are you supposed to tell on now?
Right.
He ain't got nobody to tell on. Unless he know a whole new case or something, he could try to open up.
Right.
That's the other thing that can help people that be stuck. Like, they might know about some other stuff that can help them.
Yeah.
Right.
So they'll go tell about somebody. Well, I can tell y'all about this that
Right.
happened and that.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only thing that probably help him, but I don't see him doing. I don't think cut like that. But then again, bro, I don't put that past nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
Where this thing going, and he gonna be stuck when they start telling him he ain't never coming home. One thing about the feds, there's no parole system. That's the other thing. These state, you got a parole system, so after so many years, whatever the charge is, you get put up parole to get a chance to come home.
Yeah.
Feds, there is no parole. So if you get life,
I thought Meach paroled out.
who?
Meach. I thought he paroled out.
No. Meach is out on a house arrest. He got out on house arrest. He's out on house arrest.
Oh.
Same thing with Eels out on the halfway house. See, Eels had to do a year and a half house. Meach had a year to do in the house. He did it on house arrest and started going to a halfway house.
Oh, okay.
So he actually get to be home arrested. Yeah, so he's still locked up.
Oh.
He's still locked up, but he just home.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so everybody saying he out. No, he not out. He can't move around or nothing. He like he want to. You could do certain things. You can get passes to go to church. You can get passes to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. But they give you time and everything. Like, you gonna.
So he probably wasn't gonna come to that concert anyway, was he?
I don't know how he had it set up. He might have had it set up as a work duty or something.
Oh, okay.
That's the other thing too. You can work.
Yeah.
You can have a job, halfway house same way. You go to work, but you have to be back at a certain time and all that. So it's set up the same way. So, he could have probably had it set up like that was his job. Everybody knew he had this big concert. He was making money. That was his job. So I could see him, was getting out on that. But, yeah, man, it's just a crazy situation, man, when it comes to that,